How we doing? We are off for another day of work, and I guess the cable I was using to transfer files from my SJ-Cam, two left, to my computer must be like a USB 1.0 or something, even though it's a new cable. Because the max transfer speed I was getting, or the average, was like 300 kilobits. The max I saw it get up to was right around 1 megabit byte. 300 kilobytes, not kilobits. But, so that took like 7 hours. I did have 30 gig of footage on here though, so not entirely the fault of the cable. Still would have taken a fairly long time at 20 megabytes a second. More like an hour and not 6, but whatever. And I spent 3 hours clipping together all the Whistler footage. Unfortunately, the mounts that I was given when I was at Whistler were insufficient to get the camera positioned properly. So you're mainly looking at my headset the entire time. Which means it kind of looks nice, because you can, all the bumps and everything are more exaggerated, all the turns. So that part's kind of cool, but it's still kind of annoying because you can't see what's ahead. That's something I dislike. Oh well. There's literally nothing I could do to fix it. But the Whistler footage was like 2 hours just from mine, and cut it down to under an hour and a half. So that's the amount of footage I got rid of. Everything I got rid of was sitting around waiting kind of stuff where I forgot to hit the button or whatever. And that's something I usually do for most biking videos, but not to the extent I did for the Whistler video, just because it was so damn long. And I should probably take the finished product and then cut that up into sections and just upload individual videos. No one's gonna watch an hour and a half of Whistler, me fumbling around on Whistler. But it takes so long. Got home from hanging out with Colin yesterday at like 9:30-ish, and immediately started editing the videos. It hadn't loaded because I used Sony Vegas, so I got all my videos tossed in, all my clips tossed in, and then didn't load the audio tracks until 10 o'clock, so it took a half hour to load all the audio tracks. And then finished editing everything and started the render process right before midnight. So it took me damn near 3 hours. It sucked. I had to watch the entire thing. Just because I know there were spots where it wasn't like the end of a trail or something, so we were taking a break. It was waiting for my mom, or at the skills park, I was riding back to the top. Totally should have flipped stopped the camera there, because that was like 3 minutes per time of unnecessary footage. What the hell? We were just doing like 55, which is what I want to do, and then for this turn, which is not in any way, shape, or form sharp, slow down to 45. You know what, stay on the road there, buddy. Oh, here we go again. Oh. I guess I never went to 5th? I'm almost positive I did. Weird. Whatever. Shouldn't have anything special going on today at the shop. I am going to hang out with Colin again before he leaves tonight. But other than that, it should be a fairly simple day. And then I'll go home and I'll go home, upload a video, continue editing videos. It's gonna be a never-ending cycle. Tell my dad he needs to budget me the money to build him a video editing or a new home computer, because he has a Mac Mini from 2011. Not terribly old, but even in 2011 when it was brand new, it was terribly under-spec'd. It kind of sucks ass. What my computer took, I don't even know how long actually, because I wasn't down there. I think it, before I closed the screen, said it took 3 hours to render out almost an hour and a half of footage. And mind, I don't have an incredibly powerful computer. His Mac Mini probably would have taken all day and all night. It's got a dual-core Intel i5 something. I think it's a Devil's Canyon, so 2 series. I think it's like a 2500. I don't remember. With 4 gigs of RAM. Excuse me. And I think a terabyte hard drive. Not solid state, but hard drive, I think. I'm almost positive it's a terabyte. It was underpowered for that day and age, and that's a common issue with Macs and iPhones, and basically everything Apple. Funny. They super drop on the specs, but since the operating system is, designed for only Apple products, it's much easier for their software engineers to optimize the product for the specific hardware they use, which is why iOS and macOS run so smoothly. They don't have to battle the issues that Windows and Android have to, where they have much more powerful hardware, but the software side, the operating system side, isn't being properly optimized for that specific hardware. Just because there is little optimization done for specific hardware on those operating systems, because they have to cater to so many. God, I am yawning. Oh, what the shit? Why are we stabbing our brakes? For no reason whatsoever? Yep. Sweet. I'm getting a green light. Holy shit, that's a lot of pallets. Aw. What the fuck? Go, go, go. Sweet. Didn't get a green light, but I wasn't there for long, so it's not too bad. And any luck, I'll be green on the way to the highway here. But who are we kidding? I don't have that kind of luck. Almost there. Almost there. You just stay green. Piece of shit, Fiesta or whatever you are, get out of my way. You're still not doing the speed limit. Come on. You bastard. Blaming you even though it's absolutely not your fault. C-Max? What the hell is that? Starting on that hill like a pro. This weekend I'll probably be absolutely booked. Won't be getting much of anything out because I've got a match all weekend, Saturday, Sunday. It's my first one that I'm actually competing in a while. Which is kind of nice. Because this is my last year competing as a junior where I can compete in every match. After that, if I want to compete, I have to wait for open matches. Where they have geezer classes, because I'll be considered a goddamn geezer at age 20, which I think is bullshit. I'm not a geezer, not yet. I can't even drink. In America. When we went to Whistler, I totally didn't think about it, but drinking age in Canada is 19. I could have been drinking. We could have gone to a bar. Unfortunately, I didn't think about it at all until we got back and we're talking about it at the shop. Now, when I went to pick my bike up from the shop. I know your truck can pull that. I'm positive your truck can pull that. You just need to actually put your foot down. Because that's not a heavy camper. It wasn't big. And that was a 3,500 ton, or 3,500 dually diesel. It can tow that no problem. Just go. Since Washington has been having an issue apparently with people just driving in the left lane, which is a passing lane, not the fast lane. There's supposedly more patrols out specifically for that issue. I figured, you know, as the cops are driving to and fro, they'd just see that and pull the people over. But apparently that doesn't happen. Yeah, doing your job. Whew. That's a totally new concept. This issue must be so new to them. Just like they always have this Project Zero thing, or extra patrols for speeding, whatever. They're never, when I see the cops, they're never stationed in a spot that would help them actually catch people that are speeding. You know, spots that are notorious for speeding. They're never there. Like around here, Bond Road before Big Valley, like in between Pew and Big Valley, nobody goes 35 there. If they had a cop there, they'd pull over like 30 people a day. But they don't sit there. Or who else? Where else? Where else? Like literally anywhere on the highway. I never see cops on the highway. Leapfrogging shit, even though this person is not doing 60. Just because there's supposedly extra patrols out, and Anthony doesn't need a $136 fine. In fact, that's the last thing Anthony needs. Oh, now that I go to pass you, you speed up. I had to hop up to 70 to get around that guy. Oh my god. I just feel stupid weaving in and out like that. Just let me stay in this lane as long as I'm passing people still. This Corvette was like riding this Silverado's ass. And then all of a sudden stops. Whatever. It's interesting because yesterday, before I knew about this watch thing they're doing for left lane campers, as they call it, we had the cop car that was flying by, and as I looked up ahead further, it was getting stuck behind people sitting in the left lane that wouldn't move over. And that was one of the things in the statement from the state patrol officer, was they have too much of an issue trying to get where they need to go and respond to emergencies because nobody's moving out of the left lane. Everyone sticks in the left lane. Now yesterday it looked like they couldn't get over because there were cars in the way and no one over in the right lane was moving their ass, which is also an issue. Come on, baby, come on. Dodge Journey behind me apparently didn't like that. Even though I made a pass with or a lane change with a bunch of room. We didn't see anything too crazy today, actually. That's not a common thing where I don't see insanity out my drive to work. Oh, and now the Dodge Journey slows way the hell down now that I'm not in front of him. It's always the shit you people can't see. That's my biggest irritation when driving. Go to pass someone, they speed up. No, this isn't a fucking race. You were going slow, so I'm bypassing you. Move. And then if I make a lane change in front of someone, without fail, they always speed up and get on my ass. You were going that fast a second ago. That's why I made a lane change. Dicks. I thought it was only in this area, and then we went to Canada, and I find out it's fucking worse. To make it all worse, they have stoplights in the highway. Damn Canadians. What the hell? Come on. Usually this traffic circle is pretty fun. There was one time, it was like my first couple weeks going to work here, and there was a car that generally when someone is making a turn in this one here, they will have their blinker on or take the turn wide so they can do so, like this. They'll take the turn wide. But this person, no blinker, nothing, and took the turn real narrow, so I'm like, okay, he's gonna keep going around. So I waited. Truck behind me, beep, 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 blasting his horn constantly, and then this person rips the wheel over and makes a last second turn. You can watch the car almost do a 90-degree turn at speed. And so I'm like, okay, whatever. It looked like he wasn't gonna turn. Dick. So I get into the circle, and the truck behind me cuts off a car and then gets right on my ass. I'm like, oh, you must be in a rush trying to get somewhere. You must have somewhere to go. So I do 5 miles an hour the entire way to work. Yeah, fuck you. And he's flashing headlights right on my ass. I can see hands flying in the mirror. Yeah, whatever. Don't be a dick when I control you. Oh, Doug's here early. No Jeff. Weird. Another drive to work finished. Weird, Jeff's not here. One of our mechanics. Alright, well, that's all for now, and I will see you guys after work. How's it going? We are heading home from work. Well, not really home, I guess. Buddy Colin's back in town, so me and him are gonna hang out. Don't know where yet, so that's fun. glad he's back for now. Until I find out why he's back. Because if he blew all his money down there, has to move back up, that's going to be kind of depressing. Not that it's depressing he's back, just he's trying to get out and make it on his own. Alright, dude, I was leaving that wide open for you so you could get in there if you wanted. Whatever. Busy day today. Learned some new stuff, which is kind of cool. Always fun. And got to build a Norco Fluid 7.2 plus. It's a plus tire bike from Norco. Full suspension, 120 mil travel, 27.5 plus. Awesome. Any of the bikes I special order, or really any of the bikes that I build and see and I'm like, oh, I want to ride you just because it's cool, I always take them out and ride. So I spent an extended period riding this Fluid because I'm really digging the plus tire, fat tire kind of thing. And some chick brought in her fat tire bike earlier today, and it made me want it just because it looked badass. But to save my money, I can't just dump several hundred on a shit fat bike just because I want a fat bike. I really want the Salsa Bucksaw. It's a full suspension fat bike. I think that'd be badass. Be able to take it wherever I want because it's a fat bike. Great traction, but also able to jump it and huck it. Yes, please. I win. Come on, Ford. Move your ass. That Salsa Bucksaw, I just imagined the entire day riding down derailed, ripping the corners because there's so much tire. The climb up to it would suck ass. But once I started going down, oh yeah. I'd put like a 28 tooth on the front with a like a 10 to 42 or 10 to 46 11 speed. I'd probably do like a 9 to 46 11 speed Shimano, maybe even a SRAM Eagle GX. So those are getting, what is it, $300? No, $500 for the complete SRAM Eagle GX kit. God, that'd be badass. Fat bike that can climb super well, and then you just huck it downhill because it grips no matter what. Oh boy, I need toys. And we're having a Yeti bike demo day in August. I will be demoing Yeti all day.
they will have to drag me off that bike, and my wallet will have to hope that I don't have to buy the bike. Because I've already been pricing out and eyeing up the exact one I want. My trigger's perfect for what I need to do, but I like toys and I need it. Just like I need the little single board computer. I was pricing it all out and it was $150 for the one I wanted, or $60 for my little miniature one. Since the girlfriend and I are going to be moving in together soon, we started already attempting to budget each other. So it was, hey hon, can I spend $150 to make myself a little computer? With an immediate no. Not even married or living together, and I'm already getting the, no, you don't get to spend your own money. Come on. Spend that money on me. Without actually saying, spend that money on me. Because she'd never do that. It would just be, ooh, those are pretty. I'm trying to work out a plan with Colin. Because I still, living in my parents' house, have to ask, or let them know at least, that I'm going somewhere. Oh, of course it starts raining. Fuck you. Say, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with Colin, if his parents don't know that he's back in town, because they didn't know last time. I forget the reason. He was just trying to surprise her or something, I don't know. But I can't say, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with Colin, because my mom will immediately go to Colin's mom. Do you know Colin's back? Do you know Colin's back? And that'll just ruin it. So finding out first, and then tell my parents. And that kind of cuts into my video editing time, because I need to get caught up, honestly. Got a lot of shit that I need to work through. Because I'm actually starting to bring in a fair bit of views. It's surprising. On my BC Park Picker views, I'm getting 10 plus, or videos, I'm getting 10 plus views for each. Surprisingly, the Areno gaming headset, the GM99, which I thought was total garbage, I'm getting a bunch of views on that. I'm almost up to 200. I thought that headset was trash, but apparently for a budget headset, people are looking for that. Which makes me want to get more budget-oriented stuff, because that, my Avaz keyboard, are my most highly viewed videos. And didn't get too much in the way of response to the what I'm using now. What's it called? Wow, I can't remember. Whichever the keyboard I'm using now. Pressing, I can't remember. And then the Aukey mouse that I'm using now. Didn't get much response to that. It's like the Aukey CM57, something like that. So, I was looking around, seeing what I can get on the cheap for computer gear, realizing that's a fairly untapped market. So, I got a couple headsets I'm looking at. Possibly a keyboard. I did order for the single board computer a smaller Bluetooth keyboard trackpad combo thing, because the whole point of this single board computer is so it's portable, and if I just make a little holder for the keyboard in the case I'm building, then that's perfect. You just pick up the case and go. And of course I'll do a full review on the keyboard trackpad thingy. Gotta kind of focus here, try and watch the people cross to see if they're slowing down and I'm getting a green light soon. That only works if there's people there, and now there is not. Alright, sweet. His parents know that he's back in town, so I can tell my parents. Yeah. I'm all out of data for this month. Or not out, but I'm at 2 gig of my 3 gig limit. So I keep my data off, try and preserve it now. So I can't use the voice to text. Okay, got it done. Message is out. I had forgotten to download games for my trip to Whistler to keep myself entertained, because it's a 5-hour drive. And since I'm in Canada, I don't have reception, can't talk to anybody. So I'm have my music going, and on the ferry ride over across the water, I was downloading games. And I guess I downloaded a fair bit. I mean, my phone says from the 1st to today, I've done 1.5 gig. Carrier says I've done 2. And my planned date starts on the 2nd. So the phone should actually show more data usage than... Okay, dude, what are you doing? Phone should show more data usage than my plan. Dude 'tis 50. And yes, it's raining, but it's not raining that fucking hard. It's not the end of the world just because a couple of drops of water hit the ground. Oh, and now he's sped up to 50 since I went to pass him. Idiot. Whatever. So we had just finished building a Yeti this morning, an SB 4.5 Turk. So I've been thinking about it almost all day, and boss leaves a little early to go to a meeting, so I see it in his office. I'm like, ooh. So I grab it and go out to go for a ride, and we didn't put pedals on it. I was so depressed. I wasn't going to put pedals on it. You can tell when pedals have been put on cranks. It's like, no, I can't ride it now. Damn it! It was upsetting. But the 4.5 is a trail bike, and those usually weigh about 32 pounds. 31, 32-ish, somewhere in that area, and this weighed right around 27, 28 pounds without pedals, mine. I was like, what? Picked it up just to test, and I was like, holy shit! And according to everyone, the Yetis are like super sweet bikes. I need to ride one. It calls to me. It means I'm going to be looking forward to that August 4th, August 5th day until we get there. I'm telling everyone at the shop, I need just Anthony demo day where we, like a Saturday or something, just line up bikes, haul them all to like Stottlemyre, and I'll just do laps. Hit derailed, come back up, get a new bike. Hit derailed, come back up, get a new bike. Over and over and over. Because I want my all mountain enduro around the trigger level, and maybe even just a better trigger. I want not really a downhill bike, because if I go to a downhill park, I'll be renting a bike. It makes more sense. So I want like an all mountain enduro type. I want my XC bike for racing in like the Voodoo. And I'm torn between the Synapse and whatever the Norco equivalent, I forget, is, just because of pricing. Or maybe even a Yeti. Hadn't thought of that. And then I want a fat bike and a cyclocross bike. I don't really need a road bike. I need a bike to commute to work, which I already have. And it's an old Synapse. Older Synapse. Not old by any means, actually. But I need me... Those are all the bikes I want. For fat bike, I want the Bucksaw. Salsa Bucksaw. It's a full suspension fat bike. I want it. Cyclocross bike, I kind of want the Cannondale Slate. What the fuck? What are you doing? You dumbass. There's a sign right there that says no left turns. Kind of want the Cannondale Slate. but I want to put, like, if you can, I want to put the something like the Synapse lefty fork on there. Not Synapse, Scalpel. Because the Slate has 30 mil of travel. I want something with a little bit more travel than that. Otherwise, the Slate's awesome. You can use it for a road bike or off-road. Yeah, 30 mil of travel is not enough for what I need. Oh, he's coming back from Silverdale. Guess where I just was? I told him what time I would be here. God damn it. Well, depending on who's working in Subway, I guess I'll go and chat with them. I'll pick up some snacks or something for me while I'm waiting. It's been a while since I've driven this route. Bug! Blown out window. Huh. And so I got my fat bike, my cyclocross bikes decided. I have my commuter bike already. I'm just going to use the Synapse until it's no longer usable. It's got brand new tires on it, so I'm good there. Doesn't have the tires I want on it, but I'm going to use these until they are, again, no longer usable. And then going to trade them out with some Schwalbe tires. I don't need low rolling resistance. I need it to not go flat or slide out on me, which at some point means I'm going to ditch out on the stock rims, get some cheaper wide rims so I can toss some Clemens gravel tires on there. That'll really help in terms of puncture resistance and grip. Damn it, I get back in town too late to go to Napa, which I need to do. I guess I totally could have just left work and gone straight to the Napa next to work. Henry Hardware's closed. Man. Well, that'll do it for now. Catch you guys a little bit later. See ya. How's it going? Where's my music? What the shit? Oh. It's not connected. Or it says it's connected, but it's not actually connected. Well, we're heading home now. Hung out with buddy Colin. Gonna be doing the same thing tomorrow, actually. And I guess he's moved back. I wasn't able to make any friends down there, and stuff was going poorly with his family, so he just came back. And the phone's not connecting to my radio, so whatever. Well, I'm glad he didn't dump all his money, and that's why he had to come back. But he's leaving tomorrow morning. No. Tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, for a 12:30 a.m. flight to Alaska so he can keep working. Which, I mean, he's going to be here for 3 days, and then right back. Seems kind of pointless to me, but if he can make good enough money, I guess it's worth it. Aw, damn it. Just missed the light. Now it's back home so I can edit videos and do this all over again. Popping out of third gear, not bad. I got really tired when I went to his house. It was good to see his folks again because I'm good friends with him, so I was at his house a lot when we were in high school, hanging out with him. They didn't even know that we were coming over for dinner. Just pulled in, showed up. He went in first and like, oh, hey, Colin, good to see you. Coming home for dinner? Yep. And then I walk in, Anthony, how's it going? And then they just added a little bit extra food in for dinner. It was like no issue at all. I like it. But now Colin's got to go. He's going to see a couple more people tonight. And I want to get home anyway. I felt like I was going to go to sleep on their couch. That's the thing about my new job. I'm working 10 hours at Subway, and this place is totally different. At Subway, it's no biggie because I'm not actually working for 10 hours. It's work for 5-10 minutes every now and then sit and relax. Bike shop, it's 10 hours constant, non-stop, on your feet, working. And it's physical work, labor, turning wrenches, carrying bikes, carrying product, working with customers, everything. With any luck, my YouTube stuff should pick up a bit more, and I'll be able to, I'll be able to get someone that actually enjoys editing videos and have them edit my videos. Because that's the only part of this whole YouTube process I dislike, is the video editing. It takes up so much goddamn time. Boring. Making the videos and uploading the videos is actually kind of fun. So I don't care if it takes up time. And for car vlogs, I mean, what else am I going to do? I'm driving somewhere. Might as well occupy the rest of my time, right? But that's it for today. Hopefully I will get this vlog uploaded tonight. I have one more to get up as well tonight. Otherwise, I will get it up on the morrow. So, see you guys next time.